So the story begins actually in the future of this timeline, on planet Namek, where a terrible battle is taking place. It is the battle between Frieza, the cold demon that has brought chaos and terror in the galaxy for several decades, against an opponent that no one ever imagined would face him. Just like in the original timeline, Krillin and Gohan look on with absolute disbelief while the deceased Piccolo lays behind them. In the distance, we see a full power Frieza being held immobilized by a golden figure. How did this happen? I can't believe it! Damn it! Frieza's hand is twisted even more by the mysterious figure. Damn monkey! This will not stay like this! We begin to see the silhouette of the mysterious warrior. Clearly it's a Super Saiyan, but it doesn't seem to be Goku. Standing before the completely defeated Frieza is a Super Saiyan Gine, the mother of Goku. Now, to understand what is happening, we have to go back several years. We all know the story of Son Goku, a low-class warrior who with much effort and training became the strongest warrior in the universe. But what would have happened if this trip from the beginning wasn't completed alone? We already know that the evil one Frieza destroyed all of the Saiyans, and the sacrifice that my husband Bardock made for trying to stop him. But no one really knows what happened to me. My name is Gine. I am the mother of Kakarot, known on Earth as Son Goku, and I'm going to tell you my story in this alternate universe which nobody knows. Everything starts on a distant planet Vegeta. In a world where strength dominates, there is no place for the weak. As is customary in our culture, those born of a low fighting power are sent to other planets. The babies that are sent away as the years go by may potentially become strong enough to conquer the planet which they are sent. As and when they do, they could return as warriors and have a place with us. But most of the time, they never come back. No, Kakarot! His power level is still too small. He has no training. He won't survive. It's too dangerous. Let me go, Kakarot! Enough of the nonsense, Gine! The bold Saiyan elite throws Gine to the ground. He looks down pitifully at the young female Saiyan, who is now in tears. Be a Saiyan warrior! Do not even think of the silly idea of going after your son, because if you interfere, your punishment would be... well, let's just say that it wouldn't be good for you. If you really want to see him again, you just have to wait a couple of years. Although, honestly, I don't think he survives. That's enough. And Gine, it'd probably be better if you leave, or otherwise there may be problems. Besides, they inform me that Bardock has returned, but apparently he's injured. Maybe you should go and see him. Bardock is hurt? That's nothing new. They're a family of losers after all. The slightly injured Gine picks herself up, with her mood slightly changed now that Bardock is back. Bardock? He came back? As my cousin Nappa would have said, a loser will always be a loser. Is that why your cousin has the important task of taking care of the Prince Vegeta, and you were only left here? Shut up! Gine, with tears in her eye, looks into the sky and notices a shining star. The remnants perhaps of baby Kakarot leaving the planet. A few minutes later, Gine is seen walking alone. Gine was walking towards the healing room, thinking Bardock would be there. But in her mind, there was a conflict. She didn't want to leave her son Kakarot in a world where he could die, but she couldn't do anything about it either. Maybe I should trust Kakarot and the warrior instinct of the Saiyan to keep him alive. For now, I must see Bardock. I hope his injuries aren't serious. Suddenly, from a room behind her, Gine! Wait a moment. Huh? What happened here? Maybe that is... blood? Is someone hurt? Are they okay? Gine, you better go find Bardock. I think he's been hit pretty hard in the head, because he was saying some crazy things. He came running in here, trying to convince us of something crazy, to tell us to turn against Lord Frieza. By the way, the blood you see on the ground, it's from Bardock. He's really injured. Bardock? What? Suddenly, the possible severity of Bardock's injuries strike Gine. But Bardock is supposed to be in the recovery chamber. Where has he gone? Well, he went running straight to the observatory. You better make him come to his senses before he does something stupid and get us all in trouble. And with those words, Gine rushes at her top speed towards the observatory. First Kakarot, and now Bardock. What's going on? As she turns the corner, she sees the light. Bardock, what happened to you? I hope you're here. And just as the Saiyans had said, at the top of the observatory, a bloody Bardock was seen, the father of Goku. Cursed Frieza! You won't get away with it. I'll finish you. Bardock! Huh? He turns to look behind him, and there his wife is, Gine. Bardock, what are you doing? Gine? It's you? A sudden pain strikes Bardock, debilitating him in an instant. Bardock! But what happened to you? They told me that you have some crazy idea of revealing yourself against the Great Frieza. Why are you not in the infirmary? Gine, look at you! You urgently need medical attention! Gine! I'll take you to the medical capsule, and on the way, you can explain everything that is happening to you. Gine! Shut up and listen to me! At the sound of his voice, Gine quiets down a bit. Bardock, pay close attention. I want you to steal a spaceship and then leave for Kakarot to the planet Earth. That is the planet where he was sent. If you stay here, for sure, you will die. What do you mean? Frieza plans to destroy our Saiyans. Toma and the others were already killed, on the orders of that monster. It can't be. Now that damn monster comes to destroy the planet Vegeta. Are you absolutely sure of what you're saying? Look with your own damn eyes. Gine looks up, and in the sun, notices the spaceship of Frieza. Why is Frieza approaching the planet Vegeta? I already told you, he comes with the intention of destroying us. Now don't waste your time and escape now! Try to locate Raditz. Hopefully he can also save himself. I know all of this seems crazy, but you have to believe me. I believe you. But it's suicide to go alone. I'll go back to the dining room and try to convince everyone else to help you. It's useless! I tried to convince those idiots, but they don't believe me. I'll face Frieza alone. If you go alone, that monster is going to kill you. Let me go with you. We fight together. No way. You would only hinder me. And with those words, Gine pities herself, knowing that what he says is true. Bardock! In his final moments, Gine gives Bardock one last final hug. If I can't defeat Frieza, at least I'll give you enough time to escape. Promise me, you'll survive and become stronger. I promise you. And with that, Gine leaves Bardock, never to see him ever again. Bardock looks back with a smile at his wife, knowing that he saved her life. Frieza! I'm going to destroy you! that the two Saiyans part in opposite directions, with two completely different fates. Quick! I need the coordinates of the planet where my son Kakarot was sent! Gine? Gine, you know I can't give you that information. Also, you don't have the authorization to be here. We're going to have to ask you to leave. Get out of my way! Security! Come quick! To the control room! Gine has gone crazy! Gine reaches the control center and erratically begins typing, searching for Kakarot. Where are you, my son? I found you! Now, I'll place your coordinates in another space pod. Gine? You again? Now you're in serious trouble. Perfect. Now I just have to... And with a tight grip, Gine is grabbed by Nappa's cousin. We warned you not to come back for your son. You don't understand. We have to escape from planet Vegeta quickly. What are you talking about? Ignore it. I was informed that Bardock was also saying nonsense about how Frieza would try to destroy the planet Vegeta. She's trying to deceive us. She only wants to go for her son. I see. We will take you to King Vegeta. He will decide your punishment. I can't wait to know what your sentence will be. Will he lock you up? Will he banish you? Or will he sentence you to death? Or something worse? What's happening? What is this shaking? It can't be. Bardock! I don't have time anymore! I have no choice! I have to take a chance! What are you doing? Why are you attacking at such short distance? You're gonna be hurt too! Out of the smoke, an injured Gine jumps through. Damn woman! Really are crazy! I need that scouter. Is that all you've got? What pathetic attacks! You need more than that if you want to beat me and... Raditz, can you hear me? Suddenly, Gine is afflicted with the same sudden pain that Bardock had earlier. I think the explosion caused me a lot of damage. Come on, Gine, get up! I'm so close to the escape pod, I can't give up. Raditz, can you hear me? Raditz! Apparently Frieza's blocking all communications. No. Raditz. Gine manages to get within the space pod and activate its launch signal. You let a woman as weak as Gine leave you in ridicule. Shut up! You did nothing! The injured Gine, just as she escapes, notices a bright light outside her window. What is that? It seems to be a sphere of energy, and it's coming from Frieza's spacecraft. If that thing collides with the planet, it'll destroy it. Bardock, where are you? Bardock, I don't see you. Where are you? Bardock! No! Just as she escapes, behind her, she sees the complete annihilation destruction of planet Vegeta, along with her husband Bardock. Meanwhile, in the aftermath of planet Vegeta's destruction, Soldier, inform me, are there any survivors, or were there any escape capsules released? No sir, the radar shows no signs of life. Everything seems to indicate that there were no survivors. Soldier Zarbon, tell me, were there any survivors? No, sir. I'm informed that no one is left alive. Congratulations. All Saiyans are dead. Perfect. I finally got rid of those hateful Saiyans. I won't have to worry about that silly legend of the Super Saiyan anymore. Huh? What's going on? It seems there may have been something on the radar, but there's nothing now. For sure it was just my imagination. Nobody could survive that explosion. Somewhere in outer space, however, Gine is still alive. The space capsule suffered a lot of damage due to the explosion of the planet. As a result, it wasn't detected by the soldiers of Frieza, and for almost a year, she was traveling towards Earth. Gine was still injured. She had entered into a deep sleep to save energy and be able to withstand the long journey. But the space capsule was starting to fail. She wakes up. The life support of the ship no longer works. I think this is the end. Bardock, I'm sorry. I can't seem to keep your promise. What is that? The Earth? I can't believe it! I finally made it to Earth! This is getting too hot. Please, spaceship, resist a little more. In the massive crater left behind by the wreckage, a small body can be seen. It's Gine, and she is still barely alive. I think I'm still in one piece. Ugh, it hurts. After some time, Gine is on her feet, walking barely. I thought that hypersleep would heal my wounds, but it wasn't like that. This ship was badly damaged and only just about kept me alive. The important thing is that I'm finally on Earth. I must find Kakarot. His ship must be near here. Huh? What is that? The Saiyan instinct in her still remains, and the dinosaur scurries off. I'm so sorry, but I haven't traveled this far to let you eat me. Again, the same sudden pain afflicts her once more. I can't move my body. Apparently, the last thing I had of my strength was in that kick. And with that, Gine collapses. But a strange figure notices her. Kakarot? Standing above her is Grandpa Gohan, and on his back is baby Kakarot. Goku can finally see his mother. But Bardock! She closes her eyes, now lost in consciousness. In this universe, Gine has survived the extinction of the Saiyans, and her participation in the world of Dragon Ball is about to change history as you know it. To be continued. Our story begins with a now unconscious Gine, deep in the recesses of her mind. My life has never been simple. I grew up in a culture of warriors. There was just no place for the weak. But still, I always tried to enjoy every moment with my children and my husband. But everything disappeared in an instant. My family is gone. Raditz, Kakarot, Bardock, they're gone. It's not true! Kakarot is still alive, but he's alone and helpless in a strange world. I must find him. But where am I? Am I dead? I see nothing, just an infinite emptiness in the dark. Suddenly a familiar voice calls out from the darkness. Promise me that you will survive, that you will become stronger. Bardock, is that you? Huh? Suddenly, Gine sees a nightmarish flashback of how Bardock died at the hands of Frieza. She suddenly wakes up, paralyzed with fear. What a horrible dream! My head is spinning. I remember. It wasn't a dream. It was a nightmare that came true. What is this? What a primitive way to heal a wound. She looks around at the room she's in. Who would have brought me here? Where am I? Such a strange place. My armor! On a table nearby, she spots all of her belongings neatly placed. She begins to get undressed. It's the first time I've seen my armor so clean and bright. Huh? She spots in a distance the 4-star Dragon Ball. I shouldn't waste any more time. I need to look for Kakarot. It's assumed there are no powerful individuals on this planet. Therefore, I must be the strongest. Simply put, nothing and nobody can defeat me or scare me. Hi! Who are you? And why did you appear so suddenly? I'm so sorry. I didn't want to scare you. An unimpressed Gine stares back at Gohan. Of course you didn't scare me. I just tripped. She looks closely at what this old man is wearing and then suddenly notices something. It can't be! Kakarot! And just like that, she immediately grabs him away from Grandpa Gohan. Whoa! Her eyes can't believe that she's finally holding on to her son. Kakarot! I can't believe it! I found you! I knew it! You're the mother of little Goku! Goku? It's the name I gave him when I found him. Isn't it pretty? Well, his real name is Kakarot. Kakarot. That name is very difficult for me to pronounce. I'll just call him Goku. Besides, he likes that name a lot. Truly little Goku. Well, arguing about names doesn't matter. Kakarot and I are leaving. But you haven't even recovered from your wounds. My wounds will heal quickly. I thank you for everything you did for us. You were unconscious for several days. You must be hungry. At least let me offer you something to eat. It won't be necessary. Suddenly, however, Gine's stomach begins to grumble. Okay, we accept your invitation to eat. Some time passes, and at Grandpa Gohan's house we can find Gine, Goku and Gohan. Gine, much like Goku in the future, stuffs her face with multiple plates of food. I hope when you grow up, you have better table manners. This is so delicious. You got any more? Yes, of course. By the way, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Son Gohan, but you can call me Gohan. Here you are, young lady. Thank you so much, Gohan. What's your name? My name is Gine. By the way, Gohan, for a moment, I wanted to ask you something. Why does Kakarot have a bandage on his head? What happened? I'm sorry, Gine. Goku was always a very restless child, and because of that, he suffered a heavy fall a few days ago and hit his head very hard. I thought he would die, but thanks to his strength, he managed to survive. Since then, I've not stopped caring for him. Gine thinks back to the past and realizes, I remember that Kakarot was a very violent child. I think that blow to the head took away his violent Saiyan nature, and now he's a calm child. This old man not only saved my life, but he also saved my son's life too. I know that you came from space. I saw your spaceship crash, and I also saw the spacecraft of little Goku. Kakarot. Tell me, Gine, what brings you to Earth? Our planet was destroyed by a terrible monster. I think Kakarot and I are the only survivors. My husband sacrificed himself so that I could escape. I really don't want to talk about it. I get it. I know it's a difficult situation. Take your time. And remember this. This house may be small, but you are welcome along with little Goku. Kakarot. It's about to get dark. You should sleep here tonight. And so I could spend a little more time with little Goku. His name is Kakarot. Gine looks at the two bonding and a sigh of relief comes over her. Okay, it will only be one night. But before sleep, there's something I need to do. That same night, Gine was listening to the random transmissions from Frieza's soldiers, hoping to hear if Raditz survived the explosion of planet Vegeta, and to be sure that Frieza's soldiers have no intention of attacking the Earth. A few minutes later, "Are you sure Kakarot and I can sleep in your bed? Where will you sleep? I love sleeping under the stars. You also need to spend some time with your child." And so Goku falls asleep, with Gine watching over him with a smile on her face. All three of them then fall asleep. The next morning, Gine stands outside with a driven look on her face. Wow, that was incredible! That evil stone had no chance. I feel better. All my powers returned. But I can see that you can't control your power properly. What did you say? Look at the ground. It's a reflection of all the wasted energy. I'll explain it better. Your attack is the same as a big hammer attacking a small fly. Your attack is very powerful, but the energy and effort you use is too much, and it gives you very little success. I will also attack that same stone and show you the correct way to use your ki. My ki? What is this old man talking about? Grandpa Gohan then gets into a familiar position. Kame! Kame! Ha! Now, look closely at the ground. As you can see, my attack was also powerful, but only used the energy needed to destroy the rock. You're very strong, but you don't control your power correctly. I can help you with that. No thanks. I don't think someone who's weaker than me can teach me anything. What did you say? Besides, I'm the most powerful on this planet. I doubt anyone can defeat me, so I don't need your help. Gine! Now, it's time for Kakarot and I to leave this place. Gine, wait! Suddenly, an angry face appears across Grandpa Gohan. Huh? Hey, what's your problem, huh? Grandpa Gohan, with the help of his power pole, shows Gine not to underestimate him. As you can see, someone weaker than you has knocked you to the ground. And now, you're going to listen to what I have to say. I'm sure no one on Earth could beat you, but if you continue with that attitude, defeating you will not be a problem. If you don't learn to know your strengths and weaknesses and control your power properly, you will fail. And worst of all is, Goku will be hurt because of it. I may not be very powerful, but I'm sure I can help you better control your power. But it's your decision. Now, I'm going to see if little Goku is awake. His name is Kakarot. Gine, thinking on Gohan's words, is disappointed in herself. Bardock, good thing you're not here to see an old man defeat me. I hate to admit it, but Gohan's right. I'm sure you'd be disappointed in me, but I'm about to do something that goes against our Saiyan pride and beliefs. But you wanted me to get stronger, so I'm going to do the right thing. Did you have a good snooze, Goku? Tell me, how did you wake up today? Oh, you certainly are your mother's son, aren't you? Gohan, can I have a word with you? Gohan, I wanted to apologize for how I behaved. The reason for my behavior is I'm scared. I just wanted to appear strong, but the truth is, I'm terrified of losing my son. Kakarot is the only family I have left. I can't lose him too. Not after I lost Bardock and Raditz. I don't want to be a failure. I couldn't even do anything to save my family or my world. I'm nothing but a hindrance. I'm useless and weak. I always have been. As Gine cries, Gohan suddenly places his finger on her lips to silence her. Gine, You mustn't let the past control you. Now is the time for you to live on for your loved ones. If you do, I guarantee that your future will be a prosperous one, and I would be honored to teach you everything I know. Now wipe away those tears, otherwise little Goku will start crying too. Alright, but his name is Kakarot. My dear, being arrogant is not the same as being strong. Make no mistake about it. It will be a great honor for me to learn from you, Master. Please, just call me Gohan. Okay, thank you, Gohan. Some time passes, and Gine has been training with Gohan for a while. I don't get it, Gohan. Can you tell me one more time why I'm doing this? This exercise is to help calm your mind and focus. Learning this, you'll be able to sense the presence of any living creature and know how strong they are. But my scouter can do that. That device can be broken or lost. If that happens, what will you do then? I want you to learn to feel what is happening around you. Once you have mastered it, you'll know when danger is near. Now close your eyes and focus. It's time to put you to the test. Alright, Gine, you can do this. You just have to focus. This is easier than I thought. Why the hell did you throw a stone at me? I wasn't ready yet. Don't laugh, Kakarot. That wasn't funny. That really hurt Mummy. Later that same night. Huh? I saw you with that device the other night. So tell me, Gine, what are you doing? I have a second son named Raditz. He was not on planet Vegeta when it exploded. I'm hoping that he's still alive. So I'm listening to random transmissions from the Frieza Force, trying to find any sign of him. Although, the chances that he's still alive are pretty slim. Frieza is this galactic tyrant that destroyed your world, right? But isn't it dangerous to use that device? Won't they be able to track you? As long as I just listen in and don't broadcast anything, they can't find me. I see. Well, I hope good news comes your way. Gine, noticing the full moon, covers Goku's eyes. Is something wrong? Gohan, there's something really important that I must tell you about the full moon. We Saiyans manifest our true strength when we look at the full moon. When this happens, we transform into gigantic apes called Uzaru. Kakarot is still very small. If he transforms, he won't be able to control it. Well, now you know, you'll have to treat me very well from now on. Otherwise, I could get mad and transform into a giant ape. A serious look comes across Gohan's face. Actually, I want to see you transform. Huh? My dear, you have trouble concentrating and finding your inner peace. If you transform willingly, that would help me understand your culture a bit better, and I could come up with something to help you with your training. Tell me, can you control your transformation? Well, I haven't transformed for a long time, but I should be able to control myself. Could I ask you to transform right now? Okay, I'll do what you want, but I should get my armor first. A few minutes later, might I ask why you need your armor? My armor is made out of a special material that allows it to expand with my transformation. As Gohan requested, Gine then stares at the full moon. Gine, is this normal? Heavens, maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Gine, you're still Gine, aren't you? Gine, you still know who we are, right? The Uzaru reaches out her arm, and Gohan can do nothing but cower. I told you that I could control myself. Tell me, Gohan, what do you think of my transformation? Does it not amaze you too? It certainly does. It's amazing. Terrifying, but surprising. I can feel your strength has increased a lot, as well as your anger. Well, now I understand a lot of things. Thank you for showing me your transformation. You can change back to normal now. There is a small problem with that. I must wait until the moon is no longer visible, or cut off my tail to return to normal. And cutting off my tail isn't an option. Okay, so the full moon needs to be out of sight, so the effects will pass. But that could take all night. I just hope you don't feel like going to the bathroom tonight. At noon the next day, Gine is returned to normal and wakes up. Ah, jeez, I'd forgotten how uncomfortable it is to transform. Everything hurts. The full moon on this planet lasts longer than the one back home. I need to make sure Kakarot doesn't see the moon, at least not until he's older. My son must be with Gohan right now and... What? Gohan! What are you doing to your house? Hey Gine, you slept all morning. I hope you're well rested. I'm just doing some renovations, and little Goku is up here helping me. You know Gine, after seeing your transformation last night, it made me realize a few things. Now I know what I must do to help you with your training. But for now, we need to make a little trip. Though Zara was truly amazing. Can all Saiyans transform like that? That's right, but the low-class Saiyan warriors need special training to maintain control, and those born with high power levels usually have no problems with it. You're a very talented young woman, Gine. Surely you had no problems the first time round, right? Well, the first time I transformed, Gine has a flashback to her time with Bardock. Alright Gine, the time has come. We've trained a lot for this moment. Are you sure you can control the Uzaro transformation without going berserk? Yes, I'm ready! A few minutes later... Bardock, control your wife! Stop Gine! She's going berserk! Yeah, right, I've never had a problem with the transformation. You haven't told me where we're going yet. We're heading to the nearest town. Why are we going there? Is there something that will continue my training? Patience, my dear. You'll find out when we get there. So how long until we get there? It'll take about 2 days on foot. What? 2 days? Instead of walking, I have a much better idea. Whoa! I didn't know you could use the flying technique. Now we'll get there in minutes. We've arrived. It's a small town, but I think you might grow to like it here. I still don't understand what we're doing here. Patience, Gine. Patience. Now land over there. So, these are the daily lives of Earthlings? That's right. Let me know if you see anything that catches your attention. In the mirror, Gine notices a bunch of ladies' shoes. Gine? It seems like no matter what world a woman comes from, there are some things that never change. Hello, miss. I see that you have good taste in fashion. What? Would you like to try on some dresses? What? Yes, you would like to try on some dresses. What? And so Gine goes on to try a number of outfits, with Goku and Gohan approving and disapproving each one until the final one. I didn't realize at what point we went from meditation training to doing everyday activities as an Earthling, but oddly enough, I was enjoying it too much to even care about that. I still didn't understand why Gohan brought me to this place, but I forgot the question almost immediately upon our arrival. I didn't realize just how interesting and fun Earth could be. As the hours passed, I began to well up with emotions and sensations that I never thought I would experience. I was really enjoying myself together with Kakarot and Gohan. During all these moments, I completely forgot that I was a Saiyan. Later in the evening, are you having fun, little Goku? Gohan, his name is Kakarot. My goodness, Gine. We then see Gine in a kimono. You look so cute in a kimono. The two watch the fireworks. I hadn't realized it sooner, but the Earth really is such a beautiful place. Tell me, my dear, have you been having fun? What did you think of your experience on Earth so far? Gohan, where were you? I went to buy something that I'm pretty sure you'll love. What is it? It's cold and smells weird. Just trust me, you'll love it. Gine tries ice cream for the first time and lets Goku have a sample too. I told you that you were going to like it. This is delicious. I had no idea that the food on Earth was so tasty. Tell me, my dear, are you enjoying your training? Huh? Training? What training? We've just been having fun all day. Gine, you have a noble heart, but you came from another world where you only knew war and violence. I imagine you've been through a lot of pain and suffering. So for you to learn proper control of your ki, you must calm your mind and spirit. That's why I brought you to this place. Now that Earth is your home, I wanted you to know and experience the beauty that this world has to offer. When I saw you transform into that giant ape, I could feel a great power within you, but I also sensed a lot of anger and a thirst for combat. I assume that it's natural for a Saiyan, and that's something I can never truly extinguish in you, no matter how much I train you. What I want to help you achieve is a balance in your emotions, so that you can master your ki. Thus, you can get access to new fighting skills you didn't know you had. As Gohan explains to Gine, a mysterious stranger watches Goku from afar. A boy with a tail? I could take advantage of this. He waves a lollipop in front of Goku. Hey, little kid with a tail. Come here, I've got candy for you. I'm not really sure if your training is paying off, but I don't care. Kakarot and I are having a great time living as Earthlings. Isn't that right, Kakarot? What the? He's gone! Kakarot! What the? He's gone! Kakarot! Man, that was just too easy. I can't wait to see how much money I'll make with this tailed brat. A few hours later. Gine, any luck finding him? Nothing. I couldn't find him anywhere. I don't understand how he could just vanish. He must be all scared and lonely. I don't know what to do. I can't leave my son. Not again. Gine, listen. I need you to calm down. There's only one way we can find little Goku. Listen, Gine. You and Goku have a special connection. You should be able to feel his presence. But I still don't know how to do that. Don't just try to feel Goku's presence by force. Your mind is like a whirlpool of emotions. You must calm down and concentrate. I'm trying. Find the natural connection that you have with your son. In order to sense his presence, you must let your energy flow within you like a gentle stream. Balance your emotions and remember. Remember those loved ones you lost. Your memories of them will always be a part of you. Remember now what you love most in this world, and it will guide you on the right path. Remember those who have done harm to you in the past. Don't let your anger and hatred control who you are. Gather all these emotions together to calm your mind and guide your ki to connect with your son's ki. With these words from Gohan, Gine begins to concentrate deeply, focusing in on Kakarot's ki. Over there! It was just for a moment, but I know I could sense Kakarot's presence. That place is a little too far for a toddler to move on his own. Someone must have stolen him. I won't let anyone get between me and my son again. With that, Gine grabs Gohan and flies off in that direction. Damn, kid, you've caused me nothing but trouble. Plus, you ate all my food. You'd better be worth the trouble when I get my money. Stop right there, kidnapper. You're surrounded. You've got nowhere to run. Return that child you stole from us, and we might let you go. How the hell did they just find me? Also, were they just flying? Great. Just what I need. More freaks. But there's no way I'm gonna let them catch me. If you want your baby back so badly, then go fetch! Unbelievably, the thief then throws baby Kakarot off the cliff. Now's my chance to escape! Gine! Thank goodness, you saved him! You're so fast! Gine? She then hands back Kakarot to Gohan. Gine, wait! Meanwhile, back with the thief. Damn it! It was the perfect plan! There's no way those two should have been able to find me. Not that it matters anymore. As soon as I make my way around that curve, I should be home free. What the hell? Ow, my head. What just happened? Not only did you kidnap my son, but you also attempted to kill him by throwing him off a cliff. I should do the same to you for what you've done. No, please, not that! I promise I'll never do anything wrong again, so long as I live. Just please don't drop me. Upon hearing his words, Gine's Saiyan rage begins to dissipate, and she throws him to the ground. You're lucky that Gine is noble enough to show mercy to scum like you. However, you deserve to be punished for your actions. Power Pole Extend! My dear, are you okay? I wasn't cut out to be Bardock's battle partner because I couldn't bring myself to kill anyone. Tell me, Gohan, am I weak for sparing that man's life? Of course not, Gine. Even if they hurt you, showing mercy to someone is not a weakness. It shows just how strong you really are. And you are the strongest, bravest woman I've ever known. I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. My intentions were for you to have a pleasant experience so that you could learn to develop your skills in ki. But in the end, you went through terrible anguish. Gohan, you don't need to apologize. It was thanks to your training that I was able to feel my son's presence. It was the most beautiful feeling I've ever experienced, and I'm definitely going to continue my training. Thank you, my dear. Now, I think it's time we head back home. Sounds good to me. Let's go home. And so, on Mount Paozu several days later, we see a baby Kakarot playing with Gine's tail. Gine, I have a surprise for you. My heavens, are you okay? In one fell bite, Goku disables his mother, Gine. I see, so a Saiyan's weak point is their tail. That's right, Kakarot was helping me train so I could overcome my tail's sensitivity. Honestly, my body still feels numb. By the way, you said you had a surprise for me? Wow! Gohan, you finished renovating your house! Surprise! Like it? It looks incredible! Why did you make changes in the first place? Maybe save your questions for later, dear. Why don't I show you the new house first? This ladder will lead you straight to the top floor. So Gine and Goku then go up the ladder. When their eyes appear, they see a beautiful new room. Wow, Gohan! This looks amazing! Now you have a lot more living space. I'm very happy to know you like it. But I didn't build this floor for myself. This room was especially made for you and little Goku. What? For us? But why? Oh, I almost forgot. I have a second gift for you. I hope you'll like it. Is this a new outfit? I haven't had the opportunity to welcome you to Earth properly, so this is my way of doing so. Once you finish your training, I hope you decide to stay. That's why I built this room, to let you know that you and young Goku will always have a home to return to. Gohan, I keep telling you his name is Kakarot, but just this once, I'll give you permission to call him Goku. Now, I'm gonna try this new outfit. Gine then begins to get undressed, before she realizes... do you mind? Sorry, my dear. So Goku, how do you like your new room? I'm ready, you can turn around now. Wow, Gine, that outfit really suits you. I think combining these colors was a really great idea. Thank you so much for the new gi, Gohan. I love them. You really are a talented man. Oh, stop it, Gine. You're gonna make me blush. Gohan, I can't thank you enough for the new room and clothes. It's the most generous thing anyone has ever done for us. From now on, you won't be able to get rid of us as easily. I still have a lot to learn about ki, and I need to perfect my fighting style. so get used to having us around. Besides... Huh? It'd be cruel to separate Kakarot from his grandpa. Gine! With tears in his eyes, Grandpa Gohan watches as Gine jumps out the window with the baby Kakarot. Come on, Gohan, let's keep training. There's no time like the present, right, Kakarot? As the days went by, Gohan continued to help me improve my fighting style and develop my perception of ki. Kakarot seemed to enjoy playing with my tail while I was training the sensitivity out of it. Now that I led the life of an Earthling, I decided to keep my battle armor as an heirloom. It's a very simple life, but I enjoy it. I also decided to keep the Scouter so I could continue monitoring transmissions from the Frieza Force, still holding on to the hope that any Saiyans, including Raditz, were still out there. Days turned into weeks, weeks turned into years. As time passed before my eyes, I had experienced wonderful things. On Earth, for the first time in my life, I came to know the joys of what it is to have a family. How I wish Bardock was here. The three of us had some fun times together. From the moment Kakarot started learning to walk on his own, he developed an interest in martial arts. It wasn't long before he joined us during our training. Since then, training was always fun. There wasn't a time when we weren't together. I quickly got used to the peace and tranquility that Earth had to offer. This beautiful planet was now our home, and I've made a vow to protect it. I only hope that, if one day the Frieza Force or any other threat arrives, I will be prepared. In the meantime, I'll savor every moment that I can with my son and Gohan. These were happy times that are worth fighting for. But one night, everything was about to change. Soldier, what's your status of the mission? Is it true that the planet of the Fire Giants has already been conquered? That's right, sir. The subjugation of the planet was a success. Seems everything went faster than usual. Who were the ones assigned to the mission? It seems the Saiyans were responsible, sir. Those monkeys have always been top workhorses. That's right, sir. Lord Frieza has always been able to keep them in check. And where are the Saiyans headed to right now? They are returning to Frieza Planet number 43, where they will await their next assignment. Copy that, soldier. That will be all. Now let's move on to the other matters. I can't believe it. There are still Saiyans out there. Gohan, you're not gonna believe it. I was listening on the transmissions on my Scouter when... Calm down, my dear. Here, join me for some warm tea and tell me what happened. So, I was listening to a report from the Frieza Force when they mentioned that there are still surviving Saiyans. That's all I could hear, but it's possible that Raditz could be among them. Well, I think that's excellent news, but even if your other son is still out there, what do you plan to do about it? I haven't heard any transmission in years, but this is the first piece of news that gives me a shred of hope. I can't just ignore it. It didn't occur to me until now, but maybe I can use Kakarot's ship to go check it out for myself since mine was destroyed on impact. What will happen to Goku? Kakarot? Gohan, you've already done so much for us and I have no way to repay you, and I have no right to ask you for more favors. But I know that Kakarot will take good care of you. This is something I really think I should do. Gine, this is important. You haven't even told Goku anything about his origin or where he came from. Losing the people I love and everything that I know has scarred me for life. I don't want Kakarot to go through the same thing. That's why I didn't have the courage to tell him about his origins. If he knew that he had an older brother and that I intend to go find him, I know that Kakarot will intend on coming with me, despite the unknown dangers ahead of us. Mom, what are you and Grandpa talking about? Hey Mom, are you going somewhere? Is it dangerous? I want to go too. Kakarot, how much did you hear? Not much. You were saying something about going to a dangerous place. Wherever it is, I want to go too. Goku, come down here, my boy. I have a gift for you. What's this, Grandpa? This is my precious 4-star ball. I found it a long time ago and have always kept it with me as a good luck charm. If one day I'm no longer by your side, you can keep this to remember me by. Wow, thanks a lot, Grandpa. I'll treasure this ball forever. Mum, it doesn't matter if the place you're going to is dangerous. I've become very strong. I'll even prove it to you. Let's go outside. I want to show you the new fighting moves that Grandpa's been teaching me. Gine, remember there's going to be a full moon out tonight. Kakarot, stop! Don't go outside! What? How come I always have to stay inside whenever there's a full moon? Gine, I think it's time you told your son. It's time I told you the truth, son. You're not allowed to go outside because there's a giant, bold lizard monster that only appears at night during a full moon. It's really ugly and very dangerous. That doesn't scare me at all. I'm stronger than anything that can be found on Mount Paozu. I'll prove it to you. I'll just go out there and defeat it all on my own. Kakarot, listen to your mother and stay inside. Now go up to your room right now, young man. Goku turns back with a disappointed face. A bold lizard monster? Seriously? There's no way something like that will ever scare Goku. Also, raising your voice to him like that was unnecessary. No, I know. I panicked. But what was I supposed to say to him? It's really hard to tell my son that he comes from another planet, where an evil tyrant killed his father and the rest of his people. He wouldn't understand. Besides, he's happy enough living as an Earthling. Just tell him the truth. It's better to tell Goku now than later. He might not trust you if you keep him in the dark. I suppose you're right, but if I tell him, Kakarot will probably delude himself thinking that he has a brother, who is most likely dead. I can't let Kakarot suffer through that. What should I do, Gohan? Gine, I worry about you. If you choose to leave, I can take care of Goku. But before making your decision, you need to calm your mind. Remember what I taught you. No matter what you choose to do, I'll always support you. Thanks, Gohan. Say, can I ask you a question? How come you've always been so hospitable to us? I'm sure you've realized it by now, but Goku is like the grandson I always wanted, and you are the daughter that I never had. I consider you both my family. Gine begins to blush as she realizes the genuine nature of Gohan's words. Again, with the Goku, how many times do I have to keep reminding you that his name is Kakarot? As many times as it takes me to listen. Come on, Gine. Admit that Goku is a nice name, and it sounds much better than saying Kakarot? Meanwhile, Goku in his room gets his equipment ready. I'll show Mom and Grandpa that nothing can beat me. I'll defeat that monster, and Mom will have to take me with her wherever she goes. And just like that, Goku escapes from the house. I've made up my mind, Gohan. I'm going to tell Kakarot the whole truth. Gine, I support your decision, but even after you tell him the truth about his origins, I still think it would be better for both of you to continue living as Earthlings, since the ideals of the Saiyan race have only wrought destruction and pain. Gine stands in silence for a moment, pondering Gohan's words. Gohan, as much as I love living here on Earth, I've come to realize that being a Saiyan is all we have left of our legacy. Kakarot will inevitably grow up with the pride of a Saiyan. Kakarot, I need to have a word with you. Kakarot? I've looked everywhere, but I still haven't found that monster. Could there really be such a creature living around here? Wow, I've never seen the moon as big and bright like that. Too bad. Mom doesn't let me go outside whenever it is... And just like that, Goku begins his Uzaru transformation. Gohan! Kakarot's not upstairs! He must have escaped out the window! This is my fault. I should have told him the truth sooner! I'm gonna go look for him. But now that I know how to sense my son's ki, I no longer need my scouter. I'll help you look for him, Gine. I just hope we're not too late. Suddenly, they hear the roar of an Uzaru. Kakarot! Goku! They rush outside. Oh no, it does look like it's too late. Kakarot's transformed. I have to stop him before he destroys everything. Gine, don't tell me you're going to transform yourself. That won't work. Kakarot has never seen me transform. If he did, he wouldn't recognize me and just attack me. The only chance I have is to try and reason with him while his mind is still fresh. He's only just transformed, so it's possible. I'll save my transformation as a last resort. This could get messy, Gohan. Find a safe place to hide. Be careful, Gine. Please, bring back Goku safely. The first transformation is always the most difficult to control. Trying to reason with Kakarot like this will be easier said than done. Kakarot! Can you hear me? I'm your mother. I know you must be scared and confused, but I'm here for you. Just listen to me. Kakarot, listen to me. The reason you've transformed is because you and I are from another world. We're members of a warrior race called the Saiyans. And whenever we see a full moon, we transform into giant apes. That's when we... Kakarot! Wait! Stop it, son! Whoa! That's really fast. I mustn't let him catch me, or I'll be in trouble. That was close. Kakarot, I know you can hear me. Try to remember who I am. If I keep this up, I should be fine, but I still need to find a way to help Kakarot come to his senses. This might be a good opportunity for my son to control his transformation, but... What the... Damn it! That was way too close. Kakarot! And just like that, Uzaru Goku catches Gine. He got me. This is bad. I have to free myself before... However, arriving on the battlefield, Grandpa Gohan appears. Forgive me, Goku! And so Grandpa Gohan was able to save and retrieve Gine in his arms. Are you alright, Gine? Gohan, I told you to find a safe place to hide. Gine, it's very risky, but we must cut off his tail. No, not yet! I'm sure Kakarot can control his great ape form. I can still reason with him. Gine. Very well. Then I'll grab his tail. That should be enough to calm him down. When he's stunned, you take advantage of it and try to reason with him. I won't be able to hold on to him for long, so make every second count. Here I go! Gohan, wait! And just like that, Gohan manages to grab onto Goku's tail. Gohan did it! It's working. It's now or never. Kakarot, listen to my voice. Don't let this beast inside control you. You're the one in control. You have the legacy of an entire warrior race within you. Try to remember who you are. And that was it for today's video, guys, and if you made it this far, leave me a hashtag Gine in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and let me know if you want to see a part 4 when it's ready. To watch more Dragon Ball, anime and manga content, click on one of these 2 videos on the right now. Until next video, guys, cheers.